All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch of the first official NBA appearance from Brooks.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Lance Stevenson is out there with Smith, and it's Jordan in at the center position.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it, persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talents. A good defender, a great finisher around the rim. Also an underrated passer at times for a big man.
The shot's good from Paul.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Collison against Paul. Here's Brooks. Another shot. A nice shot by Kufis.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Paul dishes to Crawford. And the layup is good. Crawford's got his first points of the night.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Collison, the pass to Brooks. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Crawford. Kicks it to Jordan. Paul dishes to Crawford. Beyond the arc. Kufis grabs the miss. Kings leading now by 4. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Brooks against Crawford. Dishes it to Paul. The three. No luck.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough ball.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't.
Some changes for Sacramento. Caspi, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Brooks comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan, he's checked in for Pierce. Smith comes in for Johnson. And it's Crawford in for JJ. And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Brooks.
You know, it maybe not the prettiest bucket he'll ever score, but it'll always be the first one.
And the first will make it the prettiest one. Well, no matter how he got it, just a fantastic moment in this young man's career and his basketball life.
Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA front.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
The pass to Collison. Three-pointer. That's good. Collison's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Here's Paul. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
And the Clippers with those 8 road wins at the end, you mentioned, that pushed their road record to 26-15. That was second best in the league. Also set a franchise high for road wins. And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
The drive by Collison. Gay with no one around. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around. You know, what's amazing about the Clippers on the road last year, guys, was the context. I mean, they had a bunch of back-to-back games and went 16-4 on the back end of back-to-backs. 11 of those came on the road.
And the rejection by Smith. Paul goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 8 points in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He feeds it to Jordan. Smith wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento leading by 4. Gay kicks to Collison. Cousins with a screen on Smith. And Caspi has it in the corner. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. Brooks checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Josh Smith is checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Johnson. And it's Crawford in for Chris Paul. Brooks in at shooting guard. Cauley Stein is out there with Caspi. Then there's Collison, and it's McLemore in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 12.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Brooks with no one around. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Aces checked in, and the Clippers. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother.
You got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
You know what? He's a total package as a floor general. It may not be an official ranking for the best leaders in the league, but if there was, CP3 would be right at the top of the list.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.